Hey, it's your girl Nia, and you're listening to Chillin with Bestie Podcast. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey besties, welcome to Chillin with Bestie Podcast, where women all over the world can connect by discussing a variety of topics relating to our everyday lives. It's your girl Nia, and I hope you all been having a great week, okay? Before I get started, I want to also give a shout out to all my besties who have been listening to me since day one. Thank you so very much for your loyalty and your support. You don't know how much it means to me. Thank you. Hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. All right. So recently I had a conversation with a family member who I hadn't spoke to in a long time. We were catching up, and then I asked, how's the marriage going? She said it was better. And I'm looking like, better? She said, yeah, it was better now because at first she really didn't know what she was doing. She had never been married before, nor was she taught how to be a wife. And I thought, this was something interesting because I felt a similar way when I first got married. I'm guessing that it was left up to the example of, my parents in my household and what I saw on television, which was supposed to teach me or help me how to be a wife. Survey says that is definitely a lie. Not only did I not know what I was doing, it was also even brought to my attention that I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So what I did what any other person should really do for real. Learn from others who are better examples, or even some that are not so good example. You learn from their mistakes watching them. But I learned that so I can help improve myself, so I can learn how to be a great wife to the wife I have right now. I said right now like I'm planning on having some other decisions. I don't want nobody else. I might as well just go ahead and nip that in the bud because I do not want to do a divorce. That is not an option. So, in episode 15, I mentioned a few things when we talked about being single versus being married. But today, I want to go a little deeper for those who have been in my shoes before. I actually knew how to be a wife. So I can help you kind of, prepare a little bit for those who are either already married or for those who are looking forward to being married and being a wife. How you can be a little bit more prepared. Oftentimes you may not have a great example, or people don't want you in their business, so they're not trying to give you no kind of advice because they don't want you knowing anything. But it's all good. For me, I want to help. So let's get into it. So I'm going to give you a few key things that I think is very important in a marriage, along with other than just cleaning and cooking. Yeah, you can clean and cook, but if you can't communicate, that might be a disaster. You might just be cleaning and cooking by yourself. But anyway, number one, communication. And I am talking about not only just the speaking part, but also the listening part. For me, it was kind of hard. I really didn't know how to communicate. I was always that type of person who didn't really want to communicate how I really felt, how, things affected me and me expressing how I felt in the marriage. I didn't really know how to do that. So a lot of stuff I kept inside to myself. But it's really important after, being married for so long. It's very important that you keep up with the communication and make sure you're listening too. I struggle with that too. I'm just going to say now the examples that I've seen in a marriage, one of them ain't listened, or maybe even both of them, but definitely take in consideration to listening to the person while they're speaking. Don't cut them off. Let them get everything out. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still working on this part. So, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect Patty here. I'm still working on some of this myself. But just take the time to listen and talk to each other. Have those moments where you can be like, okay, let's turn Netflix off for a second. Let's get off of social media for a second. Let's talk about our marriage. Let's, how do you feel about our marriage? How do you feel, this is going? Or do you feel like we should continue? Always make sure that you have those open lines of communication so y'all always know what's going on. It ain't nothing like being in a marriage and you're blindsided because of the simple fact this whole time you thought one thing and a whole nother thing was going on. Okay? The second one, patience. Patience. Let me say this one. Patience. Okay? The person that you are pursuing or you are looking forward to being their wife with or to, I will say that you have to have some kind of patience, especially when you're still getting to know people. Remember, you're getting a relationship with somebody else who probably has a totally different background, a totally different family dynamic. Any of those things that will make them different. You might have similarities, but they're still a whole nother person. Each person is unique. Nobody is the same. So have some patience. Some things might take a little longer, but if you're just so frustrated every 5 seconds, it's not going to work. It's not going to last. How do you think that some people marriages last? You got to have patience. Okay? Next, compromise. I'm telling you, the first 3 that I listed, you should definitely master them. Okay? Compromising. I did not know how to compromise. To me, it was one way or the highway. You can get the hell on. But you cannot do that in a marriage. If you want to be with this person, you can see yourself with this person for a long period of time. You want to have children. You want to create generational wealth. Divorce is not an answer. You have to compromise. It might be something that you don't want to do or like to do, but actually doing something with a person that is, totally not your cup of tea. But like, for example, I like going to the gun range. My wife does not. She don't really particularly like guns like that. She'll use it if she has to. Now, don't get it twisted. She will definitely use it. But at the end of the day, she doesn't really like to. But she'll probably, if I was like, hey, you want to go to the gun range with me? She probably would say yes. Even though she doesn't really want to, she will still say yes and go with me so I can teach her some things, because at the end of the day, I need her to know how to shoot just like I know how to shoot. It's a protection thing for me. And even with her, my wife likes to read. She can read all day long uninterrupted. If she don't have nothing to do, she'll just read all day long. I'm not really a big reader. I'll read, but I'm not that type of person who's just going to sit there and read all day. I'm sorry. I'll look at some videos, some YouTube shows or something before I just sit there and read all day. But if there's something that she wants me to read, I'll definitely take a look at it and read. I'm not gonna lie though, if it's boring, I'm going to sleep. She know that already. Trust me. Number 4, empathy/understanding. Have some sympathy, some empathy, some understanding in your marriage. Like I say, y'all, 2 different people. What you bring to the table might be new to them. It might not have never been in a relationship, never been in a steady relationship, or always been in a relationship that's chaotic. And you come in with your peace. You come in peaceful, ready to submit or be submissive to your partner. They might not be ready for that. They're used to the rah, rah, rah. And you just like, nah, I'm not about that life. I'm chill. It might be something different to them, and it might shock them and everything. But do understand that they did come from a different background. Okay? And they have different experiences too. Number 5, and this is very important. This probably should have been right under communication, but trust. You have to have trust in your marriage. You have to. That's like the part of the ground foundation in a relationship, period. Before you even get to the I do, you gotta have some kind of trust. So if you feeling like, you gotta go to sleep with one eye open You know, you gotta drive up at their job, sit outside, making sure ain't nobody pulling up for them in the parking lot. You know, you doing military style crawl, hide in the bushes, making sure that this person is home or where they are, what they said on that text message. You might not want to do that. That's stressful. Like, that's real stressful. I mean, I ain't never experienced that. I feel like if I don't trust you, we gonna make it to the, all right, I'll holler at you next lifetime or something. But if I can't trust you, you definitely not staying. And the extra credit that I'm gonna leave is keep it spontaneous. This month, I would have been with my wife for 5 years altogether. We're going on 8 years total together. We still, at the end of the day, we still gotta make dates, date night, have activities. And I can say for myself, this was definitely a struggle at first, because with some people, including myself, I did before too. You know, you get settled. You're like, all right, I got this person. Now what? Now all the time I'm working or I'm home coming, you know, looking at my phone, social media. I'm looking at TV. I'm not really including my wife, you know, after I done gave all my time and energy to everything else. You can't have a marriage like that. And this is something I'm definitely still working on, because I'm used to being in selfish relationships. So it's still something that I'm working on. And to tell you the truth, I'm pretty sure if you know, spice it up, go on date night, or, you know, y'all go on vacation with just you and your significant other. See if somebody can get the kids, any of that. Try to spend as much time as you can with your significant other. But don't make it seem like it's a burden or they're a burden because you got to spend time with this person. And then all the rest of the extra credit stuff, cooking and cleaning. If you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to clean. YouTube got videos all day. There's plenty of people on Instagram, Facebook who got pages. You can chat with them. Hell, when it comes to the cleaning part, you can email me, because you definitely should at least know how to clean. And then some people, you know, you got your different skill levels as far as cooking is concerned. Learned this too. Maybe you might find somebody who, instead of you doing all the cooking, the other person likes to cook. Or maybe you find somebody who likes to clean, and you know you do, you know, like clean. I'm sorry. Scratch all that. Clean, you need to be able to clean as an adult, period, unless it's something totally wrong and you just can't focus on cleaning one spot, or you make a mess while trying to clean up a mess. That's different. But as a human being, I think you really should know how to clean up after yourself. But that's just me. Whew. I hope that info helped some of y'all out, besties, if not all of you. I wish any of you well who are getting ready to be in that position to be wifey. That's always an exciting new adventure. I can speak for itself. It definitely was. I know some of these things though too are going to be hard because you never were taught these things, but you should at least consider mastering at least communication, trust, compromise, and most definitely how to keep spicing up your relationships / your marriage. So remember though, marriage goes after the big day. After he take that tux off, after you take that dress off, after your bridesmaids go home, and you know the limo pick y'all up and drop y'all off to y'all honeymoon, your marriage starts right after that. There's no more of the big fancy stuff. Now it's time for the real work. Marriage is real work. I don't know why some people think that it's just easy. It's not cakewalk like TV. It's a lot of stuff that people go through in marriages, and if you don't get it together, it won't last. And some people don't have no patience. So a lot of reasons why it's divorce, because people don't have patience either. But that's a whole nother story for another day. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me, besties. I mean, follow me. I'm at your_new_bestie_Nia. No, it's kind of long. They don't give you so many options to list your stuff because all the names is taken, you know? But again, that's your _new_ bestie _Nia, and that's bestie BESTIE. Like, subscribe, comment, and share my videos. And if you want to listen on Spotify, you can reach me out on Spotify too. You can even email me at yourbestienia@gmail.com if you have any questions. With the little bit of knowledge and extensive life experience, I'll try to answer as best as I can. And if I'm not in the expertise, I'll point you at least in the right direction. Oh, and before I go, Pretty Girls Club NFT collection is fit to release on Monday. This Monday, February the 7th. I'll make an announcement on YouTube, IG, and Spotify on my birthday. Hey, Team Aquarius. My birthday is this Sunday, February the 6th. So you all can have a chance to witness this great, unique collection. Hey, it's some dope stuff that my guy came up with. It's really dope. Okay, besties? All right. Y'all have a great rest of the week. And for those who are going to be a part of this big winter storm system like me, keep safe and keep warm. Till next time, besties. Have a good evening. Love y'all.